Living in a border area disputed by two nations may be hard enough, but the Druze community in the Golan Heights are now facing another difficulty, that of oil exploration on their doorstep. An American company started drilling wells there with Israel's approval, but locals fear they won't reap any of the benefits, as Paula Slee has been finding out for us.
For many, it's hard to tell where Israel ends and Syria begins. For decades, the Druze community of the disputed Golan Heights has been locked in between two nations hostile to each other. And when profit enters the scene, the hope of ever ending the status quo dies. With the approval of Tel Aviv, American gas and oil giant AFEC is now beginning a huge amount of drilling in the Golan. For Sami Ayob, a Druze who lives in the area, this adds insult to injury.
One thing we know in the Golan Heights is that Syrian and international law prohibits the occupation from exploiting natural resources. These belong to the Syrian people and they should be redistributed to their owners.
But while local communities blame each other, corporate figures are turning a profit. The agreement is for 3 years, during which AFEC can drill 10 wells in order to search for oil. Experts believe it exists in a conventional liquid form, but they won't know until they start drilling. And they insist it's safe. But environmental experts disagree. 900 oppositions to the project have been filed by locals, Jewish and Druze alike. Their biggest concern is that even if only a small amount of oil seeps into the underground water network, it could eventually reach the Sea of Galilee and make Israel's largest freshwater reservoir undrinkable.
This is not against AFEC, and it doesn't matter what oil they're digging for. Any oil digging will destroy the whole Golan area, its environment, and it will endanger the people.
But Israel hopes the find will provide security and independence, especially after relations with nations like Turkey, where a lot of Israel's energy dependence comes from, have deteriorated. Ultimately, though, it's a foreign party who benefits.
The Americans have the expertise. Even when an Israeli company gets the permits, like in this case, the people who are doing the drilling are those with expertise, foreigners. In Israel, because this is so rare and the chance is so slim, we don't have too many investors and we lack the expertise.
But it's still early days. There may not even be oil underground. The benefits, however, will be far removed from the people who may or may not be living on top of it. Paula Slee, RT, Northern Israel.